Is this what I think it is?
My
What's the
booker
lie,
reached
Steven?
out to you, Ethan, when you
Steven,
know that's
what's the
not true.
lie?
There's no one
Viewers to come on to debate him because you can't.
for taking your show off early last time, coming in said this is.
Oh,
Crowder
yeah.
would look. He needs a box of tissue on his desk.
But I guess there's a ceasefire here, so we can talk about any genetic conditions like
Sure.
the lack of chin, lack of beard, 120-pound man wearing the Cinderella bandana on his head.
That's the one I didn't get. What's the 120-pound man? Cinderella?
I couldn't really
If
follow.
he's talking about me, I am not 120 pounds. Trust me, dude. We
This
don't
is
have... Right. Well, anyway.
To compensate with the beard that he uses just for men, or the
That's my
eyebrow phrase
favorite.
like E.T. in the cornfield. It's so stupid, bro. The point is,
I always think it's like hilarious when people actually go to
Yeah,
the...
but that makes sense. Look, Republicans
Debase
don't really
themselves.
any type of chud like that doesn't really have any like. It's not because they're smart. Like they're doing that for grift, and like, of course they're gonna attack you for the easiest fucking thing because people like that don't see anything beyond like superficial like fucking bullshit. Oh my god, what a bunch of fucking idiots.
To making fun of my Tourette's, you know, it's like, well, okay, dude. I really got you hard with the tissue thing, bro. Just don't put the tissue on. I can't hide my Tourette's.
You fired the first volley by making fun of his allergies. So.
Your allergies, dude.
Which you didn't
Crowder
actually
has
do.
a disability.
Yeah, we didn't realize he had a
know.
disability like that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, bro.
Ableist much?
I had all that coming. Yeah.
Ew. Let's go. Oh, the boys.
Air version, Iron Breaker version. Okay.
Look at this fucking
loser.
What's up, bitches?
Oh, it's him. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I don't like the way you called me buddy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it.
Watch how you call him that, pal.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it any like particular way.
Man,
sure.
The dude with the two-handed sword.
I overpaid for these drugs, and I was robbed by my doctor this morning. So I'm in a not good mood.
Wait, what do you mean you were robbed?
I paid for like medical marijuana 2 weeks ago, but I wasn't added to the registry according to the state who I called today. So they're like, you need to call your physician. And I called my physician's office and complained like a white person. And when I didn't even get a call back, I called back like when the person who was supposed to be able to handle the shit that I was complaining about came in. And within fucking 3 minutes, I got the email that I needed to like fucking be registered. And, it's her goddamn fault. And it makes me upset, but it's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. So.
I mean, is it gonna get fixed?
I forgot to tell you something.
Yeah, it's gonna get fixed. It's just I waited 2 weeks. I could have been smoking medical grade marijuana a week ago.
Oh
But
my
I'm
god.
not. I
Fuck,
have
dude.
to pay
That
for it on the
sucks.
black market. Yeah, right. It's unfortunate.
Look, I thought Florida was a Republican state. What's up with all this fucking bullshit fucking
It
government?
is. Yeah, you know, it's Republican.
Yeah, so shouldn't there be less regulation?
No, it's Republican.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Conservatism means like small
they live
central
and breathe
government,
on
right?
regulation and taxes. No. If
That's
only.
And now neither people want a small central government. They're just
That's the
arguing
great
about
conundrum.
big central
So-
government should be.
Huh, that's so weird.
They're both
No,
leftists.
it makes money. What do you mean it's weird? What are you talking about?
So weird. I thought Republicans were all like my rights and shit. Personal freedoms
As long
and
as my
like
rights are profitable, yeah, my rights.
They give a shit about things like fucking like abortion or anything. Like,
If you could pay money for a license to like abort your children, it would be legal in Florida. without a fucking doubt. As long as there's money behind your rights, it's fine. Like, are we on stream? Oh shit, I didn't mean that.
We
But I
are. You're
did.
allowed to say whatever you want. You know me. Just as long as there's no slurs or like.
I'm just
any-
saying, like it's fucking. If you wanted to kill your unborn children according to the Bible, and they were like born like a minute after they were conceived or whatever, then yeah, like fucking. If you, as long as you have your,
don't give a shit what you do to the kid after.
if you have a fuck, if you paid the state of Florida $250 a month to abort your children, they wouldn't give a fucking shit at all. They'd be thankful for your presence. They'd invite your kind. I say that racially, but they'd invite.
Ultimate Catholic conundrum: tax abortions to build churches.
I mean, if they were paid abortions and the state was getting every dime, yeah, they'd love that shit. They gobble that shit up like fucking goblins.
Oh man. What a day.
Goblins,
What a day.
machines.
Gobbles.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing. YouTube
I really got you
reacts.
too hard with the tissue.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get it in my ear. I could barely
I was
hear
trying to get it in my
the other people.
You can barely hear it. Alrighty then. So we'll get started. I just want to watch this for a minute, and then we can switch it over. I just want to see this. What are you doing? All right, later, you fucking pheasant. Bye. Is my guy wearing a holster?
I think so.
There's an event called Politicon, right? And a bunch of like political figures go on and just like they have debates, like talks and shit.
Okay.
So he was supposed to debate Sam Seder, but his dad, who's his manager, I guess, stepped in and stopped it because he didn't want his son to get fucking shit. See, Steven Crowder is good at debating college kids in the middle of the street. He's not good at like
Debating people who know what they're talking about on the spot.
yes. So ever since that happened, which was about 30 years ago, he's literally like he's been ducking him. He won't even say Sam Seder's name. He'll insult everyone else. He'll even insult this guy over here.
Or just because.
Because he seems like an easy target, but he'll never address someone who will actually give him a challenge. And that's the kind of person Sam Seder is, like deep down. So yeah, so basically they got their shots, right?
Yeah.
And what started all this off is that like Joe Rogan went on and called he called them all dumb fucks, and he insulted his wife
Oh.
because they were wearing masks at an event. And
Which-
apparently, if you wear a mask or if you get vaccinated, you're a pussy now. Which, like, you know what? Like, yeah, it's pretty fucking American. It's just par for the course at this point. So Crowder kind of agreed, jumped on that bandwagon with like, oh, so that's where it's headed. So that's where they're at right now. So he'll explain the rest. Which is true. These are all these things are true. Like H3 is
I think
like
he's
a,
honest about it. He's like, I'm not the smartest person.
and he's not a
doing
debate
research."
channel. He's not like a left lead. Like he's a drama channel.
Yeah. Even
Like he talks about gossip. He gossips.
I was
a lot.
like, even the Frenemies channel is just gossiping.
Yeah, they're just gossiping about other YouTubers, and like that's why it's so funny that Sam Seder wants to debate this guy.
Because he doesn't take him seriously. He knows that he'll win that one.
Yeah, and like it's not like he'll actually win with any facts. 'Cause that's not who Steven Crowder is. He'll win just off like making fun of his like physical disabilities.
Which is fucked up to do.
I mean, look, if the jokes are like on point, I'm never gonna say like that's a shitty joke. You know what I'm saying?
Spend their time thinking about politics and who is, unlike me, smart. So we've got a little surprise for Steven Crowder. So let's all enjoy the debate.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm
all
really glad to
fucking
have
day. I'm not
my
gonna
next
lie to
guest
you.
on the show, and I've always been
I've been waiting for this all fucking day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I hear some bubbling. Are you boiling some water? Hey.
Yeah.
I always respect people who enter into the arena. And we've had a lot of debates on this show, which is different from like a Change My Mind where we sit down and have conversations. But my old Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach always said, if you come a switch, we go switch. You go spicy, we're gonna do a little spicy. So we always try and keep it as respectful as possible. And I really do appreciate the guy making the time because a lot of people has a huge YouTube channel, several YouTube channels, one of the OGs. A lot of people watch him. You know him. Some of you like him. Some of you don't. Same can be said for me. Ethan Klein from H3H3.
Oh, God help.
Ethan, thanks, man, for making the time.
You're very welcome. And I just want to say, I know you called me. You said that I would be a layup.
Yeah, the next time
I think
that you
something like-
it's like it's more like a roguelike kind of.
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you're right because
Like
I
we
don't
go
think I'm a
from
very
level
good
to level,
debater.
but we get,
I
like,
think you know
different
that.
upgrades and shit.
So I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
Dan,
what we were
whenever
going to
you're
talk
ready.
about is the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through Playful Ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Cedar.
Oh.
What a fucking nightmare. I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy. This is where we are. Yeah, I told Dave, remember I told you? I said I guarantee you he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Well, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No,
God.
he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with, mental health issues.
Steven,
Ethan
you know
Klein
what's
doesn't stand up and do his own
I gotta
fighting.
say,
That was
It's just hilarious. Let's bring on
That was a jab at Trisha Paytas, which, yes, Trisha Paytas does have mental issues, and her and Ethan Klein are having a lot of issues. They just ended the Frenemies podcast.
But Trisha Paytas that's just her
I've heard
character.
about that.
She does have mental issues, but I also think a lot of it's character. I don't think she's
not doing anything out of the ordinary. And I've never
Yeah.
watched an episode of that.
she's admitted herself. Like, she's not sitting there going like she's very honest. That's the thing about it, is like
it's a
she knows she's overweight, all this other stuff. She knows she has mental issues, But she's also like, I don't give a fuck what people think because she probably makes.
Well, she
like,
should. Like, you know what? A little shame goes a
Yeah,
long
that's
way.
Well, no,
not
she's
that's
like-
not how you should.
Yeah. In her case, it's like to a toxic level, and like it's not okay.
Yeah,
I
you're-
mean,
if
she's
you're
also
gonna be
changing too. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with her at all. She is very toxic.
Yeah, that's not the kind of person you want to inspire. Hey, listen, more power to her,
Exactly,
but
she-
fuck it, you can keep all that.
I didn't say she was somebody to look up to. I'm just saying that was well, she does have mental health issues. Like, I don't. Bringing that up in that
Well-
way kind of was just like a low ball. Like,
No. What I want to really touch on right here, and like this is important. He was just talking about like how like he like H3 is like Ethan is avoiding the debate, and yet he's been avoiding a debate with Sam Seder for the past 3 years.
So he's it's being hypocritical. No, I saw that part too. He's doing a lot of low balls right now.
He's very nervous. Do you see how they cut away to a guy that wasn't even ready?
Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking nightmare!
Oh wait,
I had no idea this was going
What?
to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy. This
Yo,
is where we
backstory.
is that right?
You know why this is? You know why this is bullshit?
Why?
Because they'd already planned this before, like a week ago, and they noticed that Sam wasn't live, so they canceled the debate. And the reason this was scheduled for today at a certain time was because
He
Sam
was
Steve,
supposed to be live.
and he didn't. And he fucked with his broadcast. Like he pre-filmed something like ahead of time to make it seem like he was.
That's hilarious.
are. Yeah, I told Dave. Remember I told you? I said this is. I guarantee you, he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Well, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with mental health issues.
Steven,
Ethan
you know
Klein
what?
doesn't stand up and do his
Funny,
own
I gotta
fighting.
say,
Bring
It's
I
just
told
hilarious.
my
Let's bring on
producers
FM.
that you would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think the point that you made
Yes,
at the
that's
beginning of
Joe
this
Rogan.
was-
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Ben
Rubin
and Dave
Ben
Rubin and Jordan
Shapiro.
Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been
Oh,
avoiding.
my God.
Not
I
just
moved the middle
attempting
one.
to get
Seder.
your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen, I mean, it's
Okay.
about issues.
Oh,
Let's
fuck,
talk
hell.
about those
Yeah.
issues.
That's
I
what
think
you're
there's
doing
some
here.
valid
Yeah.
points.
You're
that
so
I think we
clever.
should
I had no
discuss.
idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pig pen peanuts
I
eyes.
wish every
You take those off with the velveteen
really are.
buttons.
We must have been
Black
very worried
eyes,
about
aren't
this,
they? Like
Stephen. I don't know why.
no
it would
one's
be
worried
Oh, come
about
on,
it.
so
I
concerned.
didn't want to
Well,
do it.
let's have the
Sam,
debate.
come
If
on.
no
Just
one's
I'll tell you
worried,
what. I
let's
have a
do this.
general. I have a
This
general.
is a
rule.
great
I
opportunity.
don't start a
to-
debate based with people on a lie. And how
Or
about you get to a,
sabotaging?
how about you get
Steven,
to a
show
30th
yourself,
of the
you
audience
coward.
share?
Steven, show yourself.
30th
Don't show
of the
your
audience.
co-host.
Ethan, you should
He
show
got called out.
yourself.
Ethan, how can you respect yourself as a man, brother?
Steven,
so
Steven,
strongly
you
that
are
you're
such
not
a
willing
coward.
to
Stop
debate.
showing your little
I
leprechaun
thought you would
co-host who
welcome
comes
it.
out dressed like
Ethan,
your
Ethan, come on,
sidekick.
Ethan. Why do you have to bring on a
Show
guy who has
Steven.
a 30th of the
really-
viewership
Why
of
are
your
you-
show?
Best
You're
thing
like
I've ever
poor
heard.
people
So you
talking
have a
at
guy
once
with
or
Steven.
less
Yes,
than-
but that's what Crowder wants. He wants to talk over him, dunk on him, and get off. That's why he's not on camera right now.
I'm like, yeah, I've noticed that even though it's like it's Crowder's, that's supposed to be Crowder there, but like they just put off to the guy on the side. Like, it's very weird.
Yeah, he's trying to do his best to talk over. He doesn't want to talk to him. He doesn't because like if they get into an actual debate, like
He's gonna look dumb.
To come on to debate him because you can't.
Well, obviously,
don't
if
you
I'm a
get so-
Apparently he
if,
had to think
obviously
about
I'm
it,
a
bro.
if I'm a layup
Yeah,
and
you
not a
didn't think
debater.
about it.
Well, look,
Yeah,
you're the
I
one
mean,
who called. You're the one who got
This is
personal.
debate.
You
He's
started
the one
it.
that got angry about
Show
it.
Steven. Don't be
Hold on
such a
second. All right,
coward.
hold on. Let me hear what Pigpen has to say here really quick.
Fair enough.
Show
But
Steven.
Ethan, look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This is because initially
Thank
I came
you.
on here to talk with Ethan. Ethan, come on, man. Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Seder is the same reason that Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro don't own anything. It's based on a lie, Ethan.
Sam Cedar's been on Joe Rogan. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
Like so what he's saying is like bullshit because he's been on, I'm pretty sure multiple times.
I don't know.
Just
What's
like
the
you
lie?
claiming my Ethan.
What's the
you
lie?
claiming my
What's the
booker
lie,
reached
Steven?
out to you, Ethan, when you know
Steven,
that's
what's the
not
lie?
true. There's no
What's
one
the
ducking
lie?
you,
Why
Sam.
are you
I've
so
never
afraid?
Sam,
Yo,
Sam,
listen,
Sam,
I
Sam,
think
Sam,
you're
Sam.
a smart
I
guy.
can call out
I
Mike
don't
Tyson.
understand why
It doesn't mean that I'm
you are
ducking him.
so worried about this.
Why do you
I
feel that?
honestly
Why do you feel
don't.
that anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience and you've been doing the
I
show
don't think
for
anybody
10
owes me
times as longer?
airtime. I think that Ethan has just given it to me. I didn't
Right.
ask him for it, and
Right.
so
No, you've been begging
the
for
real
it for a long
question
time
is,
with everyone
Stephen,
bigger than
why
yourself.
are you so
he found
worried
He
a way
about
can't build an
engaging with me?
audience, and so what
Why
happens is
are
he
you
uploads
so
15
worried about-
times more,
Do you think
has
your
less than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's
Do
why
you
he wants to
think that your
debate you, is so he
audience-
can build his.
Sam,
Do you
Sam,
think
come on.
your audience
Yeah,
cares
yeah.
that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7 million
I think.
subscribers?
Let me answer. Can I
I
answer
don't
your
think
question?
they
Can I
do.
answer your question? Can I answer your question? Do you
Sure.
want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who, just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben
Well, now
Shapiro's
they
and
all
Dave
know
Rubin.
who I
And
am.
Now they all know who you
introduced
are
me.
because you had to
Your
shoehorn
audience
yourself into
watches
another coward show.
College
another
students,
show.
every day that you do that,
Why are
change
we-
my
Hold on a
mind.
second. Hold on
they
a second.
don't know who those college
This is another
students
lie.
are.
This is another lie.
What possible
Let
difference
me
would it be?
clarify, Sam. Let me clarify, Sam. The change my mind, everyone knows on the show, right?
Yes.
We've had
How did
professors
you know
on the.
I ended
This is
my
what-
show
okay, he's not
early
gonna talk.
last week, Stephen? If your audience
Because
doesn't even
you're an
know me,
idiot,
how
and
did you
half
know
of your
that?
staff
Do
doesn't
you
like
watch my
you.
show?
Because I'm a diehard fan.
Yes, it's because
I
he's a
watch it all the
diehard
Well,
fan.
if you're a
I've heard
diehard
of you,
fan,
but I just
why-
met you.
why not have
Congratulations,
me
Sam Cedar's fan.
and Stephen
I'm just
have
a
a
huge
conversation?
fan.
I will
like-
Well,
talk
right now,
about
every
the
time I
issues
try and
that you
talk, you're
want to talk
interrupting, Sam.
about, Stephen.
Yeah, any-
Right now,
Anytime
I'm trying to
anything.
talk with you. You're interrupting, Sam.
bombarded the show.
Okay,
You
go ahead.
bombarded my show under a false pretense. You claim that
Bombarded?
just like you claim that I ducked a debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That
He has a phone call, by the way. He has a phone call saying that he backed out and he didn't want to debate him. Like it's not like this. Like anyone could look this up.
is what the Politicon people told me.
Oh,
I
is that
played
what they
the
told you?
audio
Well,
of
so
it.
you're just lazy
Yeah.
with your research?
And if
No,
big tech
what
is,
more
You continue
research
with the
do I
lie.
need? They
You need
said
to
were
research to say,
booked.
did Stephen ever accept?
They said you were
Let me
booked.
explain to you. Let me explain
They
to you.
said
Let me
you were
explain to you.
booked
Hey,
and that you
whoa,
dropped
Sam,
out and you literally
Sam,
cold
sweetheart.
feet.
Sam, fake stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let
I'm
me
not
finish.
a stand-up comic.
Oh, you're not? Okay, that makes sense because everything that I've seen is incredibly unfunny and unentertaining,
Well,
which may
I'm
explain
not
the
a
audience.
stand-up
Ironic,
comic.
irony alert, Stephen.
Comedian.
How much have you watched of
comedian.
my stuff,
irony.
Stephen, that
irony
you
alert.
think that
Sam,
your
can I
audience
answer your
wouldn't
question?
appreciate
Sam,
our discussing things?
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So you have gone on, you've done the same thing with other comments. Everyone has a bigger audience than you because you said, I want to speak with Steven
He's actually
Crowder.
had a really big
You believe that at
audience,
some
though, the
point there was some
majority of
acceptance?
He's got like 1.5
When have I
million.
ever done a
That's what I'm saying, that's still
Politicon?
pretty big.
Ever?
I
When
don't
have I, as a matter of
know.
fact,
I
in the
haven't
last
followed your
decade,
career like
in
you
the
seem to
last
have followed
decade,
mine,
in
Stephen.
the last decade, I haven't done a single political conference.
How
I
can
hosted
you say-
CPAC for 4 years and stopped because they suck.
How can
They
you
don't
say-
pay
Okay.
and they're full of losers.
What about
and you've been
Gavin McInnes's
clamoring
show?
for it, and it's a
Gavin told me
lie.
that you dropped out of doing
How
his
can you
show
say
because
that
This
you-
is
I
just
was going to
hearsay
go-
and gossip.
But how can
I
he
have
say
I've never
that?
met more of
Follow
a
your
woman.
career when he wants
Well,
to
I
keep
don't even need to-
debating.
I don't need to
know.
talk
It's
about any
bizarre.
of this.
Then.
All right,
Let's talk
okay.
about the issue.
So,
the
Ethan, do you want to have a
CDC.
conversation, Ethan?
Let's talk
about the
about big
vaccine
tech.
because
Ethan, do you want to have a
Absolutely, I
conversation?
do.
You're going to hide.
You felt
Absolutely,
so
I do.
strongly about
Big tech.
So why are you hiding behind San Cedar?
Oh no,
Cedar?
no,
Have
no.
a
Me and Sam are
conversation
aligned. I'm not
with
hiding.
him.
He just
Well, you're just a
he knows the
liar.
issue.
So you're a
Ethan,
liar.
because remember we
You
said,
brought
hold
in
on a second,
somebody
hold
else
on a
to
second.
debate.
I mean, it
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, yeah.
feels like
It's
you guys are the ones
ridiculous.
who are hiding.
Really?
Ethan's
No,
being
no, no. This is
completely
actually
open about it.
Who's snuck in on you?
who's the guy who
Ethan's
never
being
appears
completely
on
open
stage,
about it.
never does a live show,
But it's a
never
comic.
even sheds, never even allows a shadow of comedy to be perceived on his program.
just
It's
talking over
hiding.
it.
Right.
Everything we
He
do is
re-
out in
he
the
just
open.
doesn't want to talk
H3.
about anything.
H3,
Steven,
you
you're
know.
wearing
Because
the whole.
if he has the facts, why does he just debate the facts? Why doesn't he just like, hey, look, you're wrong. Like if he's right, then he shouldn't be afraid, right?
That would be the concept, yes. But like you said, he doesn't have the facts. And Ethan Klein isn't hiding behind anyone else either. He made a good point. I don't have the facts, but you
He
know,
brought someone who did. So
yeah.
like, wouldn't that make Steven look better if he can own the guy he brought on to
Yeah.
help him?
It would,
So why doesn't he own him?
because he doesn't have facts.
We
Sure.
agreed.
So what?
Hold on a second, yeah? So?
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
normalize responsible gun ownership. Is that your debate? No wonder you had to bring in a hack for you.
wanna
Well,
call
no,
it a
you're talking about
Crying out loud.
comedy.
Well, that was
I
your
mean,
debate strategy.
that's
Write
not
it
very
for you.
funny.
You have a holster, bro.
Also, your
you have a
sponsor is
holster,
Spartans.
and he takes advantage of mentally ill
your
women for a
main
show.
sponsor
that's
is about
dwindling.
gay boy
All right,
love.
okay.
All of it.
All right, Sam, you got it. You got it. I hope you have
No,
a
come
I
on.
hope
Hey,
you have a
Steven,
wonderful
if-
highlight
I'm
reel.
happy.
Hold on,
I
hold
wanna
on, hold on,
enjoy
hold on, hold
Politicon
on.
with you.
Hold on, hold on.
Come
Let me
on,
just make
Steven.
one point.
Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on,
Ethan
let
will
me make
release
one
the private
point,
messages.
Steven.
Take it easy.
Steven,
All right,
don't
thanks,
bail.
guys.
don't
I
wanna have
appreciate it.
Don't
it.
It's
bail, you
adorable.
coward.
Hey, Sam, one thing before I go. One thing before I
If
go.
it's
Can you
about
take off your
issues,
glasses?
Steven,
Hold
One
on.
thing before I go.
I
Can you
just
take
wanna
off your
see-
glasses?
we just wanna see if
I
there's
just want to
buttons.
see if you take them off. If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm curious
What
about. It's the only interesting part about it.
Steven,
Or if there's a soul.
let's
Just
debate.
take off the glasses.
Let's debate, Steven.
Don't hide behind the glasses.
Don't be a
Sam.
coward.
Don't say
I
let's
will-
debate, Ethan. You've
I
lost
will
that.
Coward.
Don't even
Coward.
arguable
Debate.
sense.
All right.
Debate
This
the
is sad.
issues. What
This
does
is
it matter who
ridiculous.
you
Steven, shut
debate,
up.
coward?
All right, good. You guys are
Wow.
good. Thank you.
Coward.
Won't even take off the glasses.
I was right.
All right, yeah,
We
you
knew
can
you
give
would
it
run
the X.
away.
This
You
is-
run away twice. Cold feet again.
Come on, Steven.
Wow.
I don't think that made him look good. Like,
Wow.
No, it didn't make
I
Steven
can't
Crowder
believe he
look good.
admit to following.
He admitted that he followed the show last week.
We got
He
him.
admitted that he watched the show last
We
week.
got
went
him.
early.
Dude, we played him so hard because he literally was following. He saw that you went live, dude. We fucking got him.
Oh my God, we fucking nailed him.
Holy shit. So do you want to respond to here, you want to throw him up, Dan? Do you want to respond to anything he said now that he's not talking over you?
Well, I mean, look, he's obviously lying about the idea that he wouldn't want to do a debate with me because his audience wouldn't know. Here's a guy who literally tracked my show last week because he was afraid that this would happen. Here's a guy who claims to have watched, I don't know, I don't know what it is he said he watched, but he's not worried about audience not knowing who he's debating because he sits down with random college kids and sandbags them on their campus. I have the recording from
think they've actually
Politicon
been
when they
on it.
called and he backed
Huh?
out.
I don't think
have
he's actually
emails
been
from
on it
Gavin
from what I've
McGinnis.
seen.
I might have
whose
confused him with the
show
other
I would
guy.
have never
That's
gone
what I
on.
was reading.
Sorry,
So
pardon me.
he
They're
offered
both
a
Jewish.
debate with Crowder, and Crowder left.
I say what I
And
was
so,
reading
you
is
know, I
he
think
made some
Steven
comments about
is
somebody
afraid of debating
Joe
somebody.
Rogan likes,
You
and
know,
so he
look,
won't
I
debate him.
do a political show every day. It's
Yeah,
dry,
I don't.
it's boring,
It's obvious.
and you don't.
Yeah, exactly. And
he's
so if he wants
afraid.
to debate the issues, what's the difference between me and anybody in the world?
I mean, only that he is convinced that for whatever reason, he's nervous about debating me. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case.
But
I debated Charlie Kirk at Politicon. It was fine. I thought Kirk did a fairly good job. I think Steven's not a total idiot, but I also do think he's a bit of a liar.
I mean, yeah, we even went through the effort of tracking down this claim that he never booked us for the show. I mean, here's the email, super professional. So I was like, I reached out to the girl. She said, I said, did you send me this email? She said, yes, I did. Years ago, for a few months, I worked for Steven Crowder booking. I'm not quite sure who you'd contact now. I know his dad does the booking for him. Let me know if you need me to try to find you. How would she know that if she didn't work for them?
You know, what's funny is that when the
They should have had
Politicon,
Sam just like
when the woman
talking
from
to
Politicon
Ethan's
called
ear
me, she
and give him
also
all the
mentioned
points.
that his dad.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been
she said
way
his
fucking
team,
better.
I think
Oh,
Steven
they
got
should have
cold
done
feet.
that.
His team pulled him out, and I said, "Wait, he's got a team?" And he said, "Well, his dad."
Right.
And
right.
you know, I mean, I called my dad to see if he could call Steven's dad to see if Steven would debate me like on some type of play date, but my father reminded me that I was a grown man and I should probably handle it myself.
Oh, you know, that's funny. My dad is actually Zooming with his dad later today to debate this very topics. You know what else he lied about? Filing this lawsuit. There's no lawsuit he ever filed.
Oh yeah, I remember
at
he was
least
gonna sue YouTube because they blocked him.
that I can find in the
Who?
public record, which lawsuits are public
Crowder.
record.
It was gonna be like one of the biggest YouTube lawsuits. Like,
Oh, did YouTube ban him at some point?
yeah, he started doing the Ching Chong thing about Chinese people,
Oh no,
so they banned him.
I think he deserves that banning.
No. It was fucking. There's no black farmers. Like we shouldn't give subsidies to black farmers because they don't exist. And then he did a bunch of like weird like ebonics. I don't think I could play it. I can't even say what he said.
I was like, yeah, don't risk it.
Record. So he is a liar as far the evidence does suggest.
Regulation. And so he just goes out there and makes it as if it's like conservatives are somehow being oppressed, as
Well,
opposed
that's not.
to
It's actually not true at all. Everybody who talks
in the preface of
in our society has failed us for the best conversation possible to inform
yeah,
the.
I just needed to see it. I just needed to see him flounder. I'm sorry, Shay. I had
It's
to.
okay.
Wait, what?
Welcome everybody to a very special episode of the H3 podcast.
I'm going to assume that you didn't blatantly lie in some of the things that you said, that you're just really lazy or incapable of your due diligence. So you said we'll get to a female booker reached out to you for the show. Hey, Gerald, have I ever had a female booker?
That's a no.
Never,
That's a
ever,
negative.
ever. Now you're either lying.
We don't work with women on this show. So that's impossible.
Or you're so lazy. Because I don't want to bully you, and then you go and try and get us moved. You're so lazy, you didn't even just verify the fact that it was complete.
Well, you know what? I took this to heart. So I said, you know what, Stephen, I am going to look into this. I found
community guidelines.
I don't have a holster, but at least.
Ethan, how can you respect yourself as a man, brother?
Steven,
so strongly.
It's just amazing. I just live for this stuff. I just like awkward moments.
I know.
It just man.